So the wisdom of a parent is, first of all, the goal of a parent is not to have nachas from their children. We want every parent to have nachas from their children. But that's not the goal for parents to make their children into nachas machines. The goal of a parent is to help a child achieve what they need to achieve, to give them the tools and be an example that they can try to live up. And they don't have to walk in your footsteps. They have to walk in their footsteps. If you went to Harvard, they don't have to go to Harvard. If you went to the Mir, they don't have to go to the Mir. It's wonderful if they do. Certain times it does make sense for them to follow in the footsteps, and you're a wonderful example. But that's not the goal. My Rebbe, Rav Noach Orluik, quotes his Rebbe, Rav Simcha Wasserman of blessed memory, who used to say that the reason why there was a tremendous generation gap in American Jewry, that there are so many families, so many families that when they came over from Europe to America, they put their tefillin away and they stopped keeping mitzvahs. And if they did have a connection to Judaism, somehow their children ran away with 2 feet. It was because of, quote, my son the doctor. That's what Rav Simcha Wasserman said. My son the doctor. What's pshat, my son the doctor? The pshat is that in Europe, you weren't allowed to become a doctor. You weren't allowed to become anything. You know, it's very fascinating. You know, one of the differences between an Ashkenaz shul and a Sephardi shul is that a Sephardi shul has one gabbai. That's it. In an Ashkenaz shul, even today, you have Gabbai Rishon, Gabbai Sheni, sometimes Gabbai Shlishi, a Shamus. You have all these different people helping around in the shul. You know why? Because in Eastern Europe, you couldn't get a job, so you had to give a guy something to do in the shul and pay him 1 penny a week. You couldn't be a pharmacist, you couldn't be anything. The only thing you could be was a money lender in the Middle Ages, and then you could be an artisan. You know, you could be a shoemaker. So we came to America, and all of a sudden, my son could be a doctor. My son could actually do it. Well, that's okay if the son is built for that, and that's what he wants, and that's what he's inclined towards, and he's able to square it well with being a frum Jew. You know, nowadays we have Shomer Shabbos residency programs here in this country. Wasn't like that 30 years ago. So what happened if the whole reason why the parents pushed the kid to become a doctor is for the nachas of the parents? Or because they thought that's what would be good for the kid? Who cares what you think will be good for the kid? You have to think about what the kid thinks is going to be good for the kid. It doesn't matter what you want. It matters what he wants and what he or she are able to do. That's how you make a divide, said Rav Simcha Wasserman.